Watch the vision.
Yes. It's your boy DJ Roscoe Boards, and we live at Watch the Vision Radio. I got my cousin in the building, man. My home girl, man. All the way from the 242 herself. The boss of Weekend Flavor, the pioneer. We got the one and only Miss Khandii Maynard. Hey, pick up yourself, Khandii.
Thanks for having me, Bodie.
Oh my, it's a pleasure. I asked you to come on this, and you said without hesitation, you say, pull up. So thank you for having me. So we're gonna get in the mix one time, and then the next voice you'll have of the boss herself, Miss Khandii Maynard.
You are now tuned into Watch the Vision.
Problem is a problem. Have the girl them whining again, girl. You're so amazing. Hey, fatty boom boom, sugar dumpling, sweet boom boom, sweet something. Tell me something. Tell me how you go wine like that. Tell me how you go bubble like that, baby. Look like you want me to get a heart attack. The way you wine in your waist, set good and sit down on top. Then you bend up your back and you start push back. You give me good love. I wanna give you right back. Girl, you bend up your back and you start push back. You give me good love. I wanna give you right back. Just start push back, right back till you feel it. I want you to feel it. Feel this love, can you feel it? This body is yours anytime that you want it, girl, can you feel it? I want you to feel it. Feel this love, can you feel it? Angle bang. What a bang. Angle bang. Have a little money in my pocket 'cause I just got paid. I could do it a little more, but I'm still irate. So now I'm stepping out to a party. Trouble when I link up with my friends and family. Man, anywhere we go, we mash it up. We rip it up, we mash it up. Girl, them a fi bubble and them a fi back it up. Everybody see we and they say we act it up. We just living, mash it up. We rip it up, we mash it up. Girl, them a fi bubble and them a fi back it up. Everybody see we and they say we act it up. Hey. So I go take a little drink, and I go do what I want, and I go wine if I feel like, and I go live how I want. Hey, so I go take a little drink, and I go do what I want, and I go wine if I feel like, yeah, and I go live how I want. You don't know the vices. Work hard, play harder. 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 Work hard. Look me, I never trouble and trouble never trouble me. I don't have time to argue with nobody.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes.
Everybody know.
Head, shoulders, knees.
Turn around and bend. Wind to the ground and bend. You could be short or you could be tall. You could be big or you could be small. She don't really care, she just want all. Y'all start bracing me on the wall. So I tell the gal, tick it and tick, tick it and tick. Tick it and tick, tick it and tick. Tick it and tick, tick it and tick. Tick it and tick it and tick it and tick. Tick it and tick, 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 tick then. Wind to the ground and dance.
You heard another exclusive track. Right now.
You have a problem, what's the problem? Always a problem. I feel you is the problem. I don't need headache, I don't need stress, I don't need that, I don't need much. All I need right now is some fun in the life and a good for the day. All I need right now is a bottle of rum and my friends with me. Khandii. Me no need no Versace, me no need no Huarache. You can keep your Giuseppe, cause when me step it. Me on another level when I'm stepping up. Stepping up, stepping up. Don't tell me nothing when me stepping up. Stepping up, stepping up. Me no want no time for the rah-rah-rah. No let me go petty, blah-blah-blah. No not need me say nah-nah-nah, nah-nah-nah, nah-nah-nah. See today I'm going to be pose in my style, pose in my style, pose in my pose in my pose in my style, pose in my style, pose in my style. I wild. I know you really wanna look like this. You really wanna feel like this. I know you want us to move like this. Well, if you really wanna be like this, put that on your wish list. If you want it, you want it, you want it. Put that on your wish list. Show me you want it, you want it. Put that on your wish list. You lighting, you lighting, you lighting. You wanting, you wanting, you wanting. Watch that, watch that, watch that, watch that. You put that on your wish list. You have a problem, yeah. What's the problem? Yeah. Always a problem. Yeah. I feel you is the problem. Yeah. I don't need headache. I don't need stress. I don't need that. I don't need much. All I need right now.
Yes, Daddy. Bend over, just like that. Bend over, girl. Bend over like something drop. Slowly arch your back. Sink it in and arch your back. Take your time and arch your back. Now get ready to start the tick-tock. Listen for me countdown before your tick-tock. When me say 12, tick like a clock. Follow instructions, this a round 1. 9, 10, 11, 12 and tick-tock. Tick-tock. Don't stop. Tick-tick-tock-tock. Round few, it look like you have that lock. Come, let me make it little harder than that. Speed up the tick and sit down with the talk. I count down time, girl, 3, 2, 1. Tick tock, tick and sit down little bit. Tick tock, tick and go down on the dick. Tick tock, tick and pause. Dip with the tick and pause. If you feel say you're bad, walk and tick. Right foot, step forward. Tuck, tick, left foot, step forward. Tuck, tick, broke off your back, then ticky tock, tick. Alright, my girl, you ready for round 3? Hands on the ground, 6:30. Spread your legs and bend your knees. Position, for your back shot, please. Catch your breath and breathe. Cock it up high and freeze. Follow the ticks and the tacks and the beat. I count down time, A, B, C. Oh, yeah. Good day, girl. Good day, girl. Good day, girl. You're cute and little, you know, shaped like no turtle. Bunny hop, like you a jump over hurdle. Me want you for tick-tock fast in a circle. Tick it and a tuck it and a tick it in a circle. Stop right there, so this and a rehearsal. Reverse the tick-tock, tactic reversal. Make your hips drop. Make your ass twerk.
Yes, you back on Watch the Vision Radio. This is your boy DJ Roscoe Boards alongside my friend Khandii Maynard. So Khandii, man, just tell the people where you from, you know what I mean? Me and you going to school together, but I ain't even telling what school, so just give us a rundown. You graduated from St. Anne's, then what's the next move?
How even that?
What you mean, these cousins?
All right, so I graduated from St. Anne's High School, that's in Fox Hill, if you're from the Bahamas, you know where that is. After I graduated, I don't know if I should even say the year, but anyway, I graduated, and after high school, I just worked a little bit at my family business because I wasn't really too sure what I wanted to go to college for. So, you know, instead of wasting money, I stacked some money, and then I finally figured it out. Really? I wanted to go to school for hospitality, and I just started applying to schools, ended up at the University of Arkansas, and that's when I met you and we realized that we was cousins.
You boy.
Oh God. But yeah, I did. Pardon?
How long you been to Arkansas? Like, what was the year that you've been to Arkansas?
I came to the University of Arkansas in 2014. I graduated fall 2017. So I graduated, that was in December. Then I got a job up there at a hotel and I worked for a year and I moved back home February 2019. I think the day probably was even February 14th or something like that. I don't know.
You put that on love day, man. So just tell us, man, from your experience just being here, I want to get your take on how is Arkansas like? Because when I used to tell people like I go to Arkansas, they'd be like, Arkansas? What you go to Arkansas for? So I want to get your spin on how did you like your time in Arkansas?
Well, I mean, honestly, it wasn't that bad. Like it was like, okay, if you know you come here to school, you could do your schoolwork and that's it, because there ain't really much to distract you. Like, I mean, the mall wasn't really even a mall, so I mean, like you had no choice but to focus. But then, I mean, don't get me wrong, it used to be hype stuff to do too, especially when people used to have house parties. You know, I ain't gonna pull your card and talk about that house party.
Man, don't pull my card. Don't do it. Look, my mommy's listening to this Khandii. I only get enough.
Oh gosh. But no, for real, I mean, the school wasn't a bad school. It was good for learning because, I mean, obviously that's what you went to school for. But if we keeping it a buck, it was really boring there. So if you like a hype person, I mean, I wouldn't really suggest going to school in the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of nowhere.
Really
So you come home in 2019, then so February 2019, you coming fresh off your job, you say at the hotel. So then, what's the next move for you? Like, I know, so before I even get into that, I was home for like 3 months after my first degree. And then I tell you, it was so hard for me just to find my way, like finding a job. It took me like 2 months to even get a job. Then I had to ride to the job. I was back on the bus stop and all of this stuff. And I was like, man, big college man like me back on the bus stop again, you know what I mean? So just be gone. You coming home in February 19, like, how did you even find your way?
So, like I said, I came home February and I, you know, before I came, putting my resume out there, but you know, I really wasn't really working because in the Bahamas, they want your actual paper copy. You gotta come in the office and give them a copy. So like you can't even send an email because ain't nobody checking no emails. Like, so I basically was at ground zero, even though I had applied on, you know, online or whatever. So I started actually printing out the resume, and it feels so weird because, like, you know, I come home. My parents, they're 4 kids, so only me here, living here, and so like I gotta go and try and figure out how to use the printer. It's like, bro, this a lot. I had to print out these papers and ask my daddy to drop me to these offices because I had no car. Oh gosh. And so then, like, okay, you handing over your resume and people still ain't calling you back. And so I finally able to go on interviews, and because I studied hospitality, like I said, so one of the hotels I went to, the lady basically was like, no, you're not a good fit for this position. Do you want me to put your application for something else, right? And so as soon as she said, so the position I had applied for, I was overqualified for. And so I was just trying to figure, like, what she mean if I wanted to put my application somewhere else. And she's like, oh, you young, you start the bottom and you could work your way up.
See?
And so when she said that, when she had said that, I said, no, I want you to put my application for what I applied for. And I picked up my bag and I left. I wasn't even in the interview room for at least 10-15 minutes. And when I went back to the truck, my daddy was like, what happened? Why the interview over already? And so I was like, I left. And so we just drive home and he ain't actually nothing. Like the whole time we just ride in silence, no radio, no nothing. Ride home, and so when we got home, he's like, okay, so you ready to tell me what happened? And so basically I give him the rundown and everything that gone down. He was like, why you didn't say nothing while we was there? Because I would have gone back inside with you.
He said action,
I don't know. Listen, movies, for the guys that move like movies. That's all.
You are now tuned into Watch the Vision Radio.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. For the gals, them, the anthem. Sunset, I see you starting to sweat as I slap my hands on the back of your neck. You never managing a man, girl, no disrespect, relax your mind, girl. Yes, impress, yeah. I don't wanna rush you into it, but don't stop, just do it, do it. Burst the bubble, bust a muggle. Beautiful, I don't want no trouble, yeah. Oh, watch how she whines. Oh, she's so fine. Fine girl, don't play, no. Take a shot of this coconut, oh, take control and go slow. Fine girl, don't
coconut rum, coconut rum. Don't run, baby girl, no confusion. Back it up now, slow it down now. You like that? Show me what you got now. Oh, I see you move like a controller. Let me get on the wall and post up. I know you like the looks, don't be shook. Slow it down, let me give you the jokes. Yeah, and this ain't a game. I'm Clark Kent, you could be Lois Lane. No matter the struggle, bust a muggle, I'll be there to stop the trouble. There's a brown girl in my ring, sha-la-la-la-la. There's a brown girl in my ring, I know you like that. Oh, watch how she whines. She's so fine, girl, don't play dumb. Take a shot of this coconut rum. Oh, take control and go slow, girl, don't play dumb. Take a shot of this coconut rum. Don't run, baby girl, no confusion. Back it up now, slow it down now. You like that?
Hello.
Music make me feel like be Jordan. Now understand what they say, I ain't bugger. Got the money all around me, so down. Music make me feel like be Jordan. Now understand what they say, I ain't bugger. Got the money all around me, so down. Anybody listening? Only what up in my head and my feet. Congasso, I jab. Don't go and then count it out. I'm so what's the outcome? It's a map on. Roll a lap one, record my album. When I trust anyone, for all that I have and I've been working. No go do like say I don't deserve them. Defend myself in a fear no one. Because if you give me plenty money, give me plenty money. Hypocrite gone with the pretending money. Got to prevent them from me. Them are identical to the devil gone. I just sit down walk on me, but they make you look on me. I go be all I can be. All who I wanna walk by me. Music make me feel like be Jordan. Now understand what they say, I ain't bugger. Got the money all around me, so down. Anybody listening? Only what up in my head and my feet. And if I try me, then go. Music make me feel like be Jordan. Now understand what they say, I ain't bugger. Got the money all around me, so down. Anybody listening? Only what up in my head and my feet. Boy,
yard. We run fire and we run yard. Nuff nav no legacy like a mongrel dog. Turn up the flame and the place get carved. Hey. Life nice. Party hard. We run fire and we run yard. Nuff nav no legacy like a mongrel dog. Turn up the flame and the place get carved. Hey. Them gyal get fuck after party tonight. Anything but fuck me head, gyal run like water from pipe. They can make you do the things that me like. Turn your pretty G-string in a kite. The tequila make Sheila reveal her innocent. She want fuck all night. When me say legacy, 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 not talk champagne or Hennessy. Legacy, 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 we do something funny ground them never see. Legacy, 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 drop a bump on the fucker them Edison. Feel like we do this in a real life. The stars in the red left them gyal eyes rip. Gyal ejaculate quicker than a I-8. Stacking up the money be like Golden State. The kids eat chicken and boneless steak. Pan pan the gully you fi know this straight. Sit down and suffer your own mistake. Youths now maga down, them a rather push weight. Them house and car in the latest shape. Party hard. We run fire and we run yard. Some now have no legacy like a mongrel dog. Turn up the flame and the place get touched. Hey, party hard.
Your eyes,
We run fire and now we run yard. Enough now, no, give me like a man.
Go and zoom, go and done. Let the body while I pray. You get it.
Hey guys, I'm Kim, and you are now tuned in to DJ
Your body drive me
Roscoe
crazy. Your body need a license fit. Your body are too tight and neat. Anybody who got eyes can't see. She just wanna dance and tease. She just wanna dance and tease me. 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 Listen, you've been missing since 2016. Squid tell me go and fix things. You know that's my assistant. When she speak, I listen. She swears you're my missus. I say we think different. I see why your heart's icy. Come baby, come try me. Who you gonna love if you run by me, oh? Ready? Too many twists and turns, yeah. Love the way you twist and turn, yeah. Maybe call me I too fry, I get burned, yeah. Love the way you twist and turn, yeah.
Your body drive me crazy. Your body need a license fee. Got your body at the tight and neat. Anybody who got eyes can't see. She just wanna dance and tease. She just wanna dance and tease me. Yeah, bad girl that. She just wanna dance and tease. She just wanna dance and tease me. She just wanna dance and tease me. Yeah, dance and tease. You cool like the Highland breeze. Me know what you want and need. Bend over, hug up and squeeze. You used to say you didn't know love. I used to say you need to grow up. I know you know. Say you want broke it off though. And I know, you know. You want wine fast and you wine slow. Me remember the first night when you get freaky, when you get naughty. Before that we a chill with Noel and party, a Jordan party. Yeah, your body was so clean. You did a weird Versace. Pack it up high, you look right. Your body drive me.
So first of all, I want to ask, I see you wearing your shirt, man. So just tell us what is Weekend Flavor, and then how did you even come up with that? You know what I mean?
All right. So Weekend Flavor is just a pop-up in the park. Obviously, from the name, weekend is only on the weekend. Originally, we started November 29th was the first day. So I had intended for it to be Friday and Saturday, hence weekend. But I soon realized, like after the second weekend, you know, Friday was kind of hard for people to get from work and then come out there. Because, you know, Bahamian people don't like to go nowhere and their work closed. So they won't go home.
They got to go home. They got to bait up machines, link everybody to see what time they pulling up, all that.
Yeah, so then I scratched the Friday and I just say, okay, just Saturday. So it's a pop-up vendor lot. If anybody is familiar with food truck lot in America, basically what it is. But you know, most food vendors here don't have trucks as yet. Like, they working towards trucks, but I don't want to say, oh, well, if you don't have a truck, you can't come. Like, you know, so it's just for all food vendors, and so they just come, and if you want to rent a spot, I just need you to have a health certificate. I gotta make sure you're clean. I can't just let any and everybody come, and you just sell your product, and at the end of the night, you pay your spot fee, and whatever else you make is your profit.
So do you look for vendors, or do they like reach out to you? So how is that even process like go? Like, do you look for vendors, or do they reach out to you?
So I do look for vendors, but now recently I've had vendors reaching out to me, which was like really good, because in the beginning I felt like I was kind of at like being annoying to people, like, hey, you want to come out to my spot? Like, it's a real environment, and of course, like first, before you even see the pop-up spot, like the first time is like I really know I really like how that sound. I might as well just stay on the side of the road where I'm comfortable, instead of paying you and not sure if people gonna show up or nothing like that. But after doing it for so long, people actually reaching out to me now, like, hey, you have space? Like, I won't come. It looked like it just be like a good time. We keep hearing about it, so
it made me feel really good.
I've been working hard.
That's real though. Like, I be watching, I be like, man, I wish I could just show up to one. I've been home since you opened, so don't kill me. I've been home since you opened. So, just being like a young lady in business, because I know you touched on this earlier, but you've been going to your interview and the lady talking about, oh, you young, you got time to work out and work your way up. So how did you even like get out of step up your like confidence? Not to say step up your confidence, but how did you even like approach that with being just a young lady in the Bahamas now, go in different places, be like, hey, I trying to open up my own business. I can just imagine the thinking of Bahamian, that the struggle of even just trying to start all that up. So how was that whole just journey to even getting the startup?
Well, I mean, it was difficult in some aspects, but luckily for me, the location where Weekend Flavor is, 81 Faith Avenue, just putting in a little plug if anybody want to, come up for me. We are on Faith Avenue North, between the Corner Hotel and Variety Disposals. Everybody know where the Corner Hotel, or how everybody say the Corner Motel, on the corner.
I know what it is.
Yeah. So the property is actually owned by my family, so I didn't really have to, try to secure a spot. I was looking for property out like downtown, like Arawaki-ish. I was looking for a piece, because I wanted tourists to be able to easily access Weekend Flavor. But I quickly realized that real estate in the Bahamas is expensive, and starting out as a new business, that ain't really gonna fly. So I was able to get the spot, and I could use the spot, and the only thing I had to do was like clear down the side that I was using, and put up a fence and everything, which I did not even know was that expensive. Buying fence is expensive, okay?
Man, that's a hustle. Everything expensive.
Listen, so I was like, because my dad does construction, he's a contractor, so naturally his company doing work for me, and I paying for the materials, and I paying his staff and everything to do the work for me. And so as the weeks going on leading up to opening, and I just spending money, and it's like, Jesus, Khandii, you just get this job, because I working now. I was like trying to do my thing on the side too. So you just get this job, you just getting this paycheck, and every dollar you get, you spend it on. And so it's like, man, I should just stop. I can do this later. Like, ain't nobody get teeth my idea. That's fine. And I just wake up the next day and it's like, no, let's keep spending. Let's keep, getting it together, because once you then have it start up, you start making profit, like you'll be okay. It's going to be fine. And another plus is that I live home with my parents. So it ain't like I out there paying rent, and, I pay a little grocery bill or whatever, but that ain't nothing compared if you paying rent, light
bill, all that.
So, I just... listen, and then the next struggle that I didn't know that was going to be this hard, trying to get a business license. So
How hard is that? So speak on that.
Oh God! So you could actually apply for that online, but it's how long they're gonna take.
How long they can take to answer you?
So I put in for it. I can't remember which month, but I put in for it. I want to say maybe that was like September. I put in for the business license, and so then they need like I guess they do all the background check and all of that, and because technically it's zoned as a commercial lot where I'm located, then I have to go to physical planning and take the business, well, not a business license, but like the trade name and all of that. Like they give you specific documents before they could actually give you the license. So I take the documents they gave me, go on the physical planning, explain what I'm trying to do to them. Oh, you need to go to environmental health, right? So I'm like, why? Because technically it's just a property manager business license. Like, why do I need to go to environmental health if I'm not cooking something, right? Anyway, I'm not arguing. I go to environmental health anyway, take all the papers, explain to them. They like, why you here? You need to go back to physical planning.
They said they were giving you the run, man.
So I go back to physical planning and man, I just keep getting a run around. And so now I only trying to do these stuff on my day off because I'm working at Bahama at this point. So I, trying to do these things on my day off until one day is like, I think they sent me an email to say that my business license request was denied or whatever, declined, whatever.
They declined?
So I decided, okay. I said, okay, cool. So I take all of the stuff they gave me. And so the property is in my grandfather's name. So I take him with me and we go to physical planning. And of course, as soon as we walk into physical planning, oh, Mr. Maynard this, Mr. Maynard that.
We know him, we know him.
Like, you should see me the whole time. Like, I was here, like, trying to get y'all to help me. And like, the minute I bring him, it's like, oh, let's drop what we do. You know what I mean? Yeah, I hate it.
That's how it is. That's how it is in the Bahamas, though. It's more so who you know type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but for me, starting this business, I never like do it's my people this my people that. Like I never do that. So it's like I started this business as Khandii Maynard, not Khandii Maynard and the Maynard family behind, So I was trying to do it my own way without getting help because So anyway, I ended up taking him with me. Needless to say, we leave that day. And Physical Planet had written a letter and approved it or whatever. And I took it back to Inland Revenue. And they finally, I think it was like a week or two when they did the business license or whatever. And it was just like all of that running around was unnecessary.
That's a dope story. I'm glad that you was even able to tell that, Jack. You say they give you the run round and you come in there with grandpa and things.
We didn't even ever had to go back the same day, and they just was like, oh, why didn't you explain that in the first place? And I was like, I don't know what I was trying to do. But after all of that, of course, I still had to go and go to environmental health and take a what is it called? A health certification
or something
like Serve Safe or whatever. I had to do that, and because I actually run the bar on property, so I mean, even though it's not food, still did the test and everything.
And yeah, man, we know Weekend Flavor clean.
The vendors sell the food and sell the drinks, and we just have a lit day. That's all.
Man, that's tight, man. One more thing I want you to touch on, man. How did COVID just really impact our Weekend Flavor? So are you guys still open, or do you guys do deliveries? Just give us a whole spill on COVID-19 right now.
Okay, well, first when the Prime Minister did the whole shutdown, we were open. I think the last Weekend Flavor was March 11th or something like that. And if I had known that was the last Weekend Flavor, I would have given out more free shots. I ain't gonna lie, because that night was a good night.
You said we was gonna turn up more, but
then we gonna stay open just a little bit later. That's all. But since he shut it down, obviously nobody was having any events or anything. So the first Weekend Flavor was 2 weeks ago. Since everything, and we implemented. We did new safety measures where we have like picnic bench seating. So I made sure do the measuring tape and have them 6 feet apart. I did distance markers on the ground with tape, and then we did a hand wash station where customers could go and wash their hands. I mean, we always had the hand wash sink, but it was just mainly for the vendors and for the bartenders behind the bar. So I made it where it's open for customers as well. We have signage up and the little hand sanitizer, stuff like that. But the next weekend flavor was actually supposed to be this Saturday. And since the Prime Minister spoke on Sunday afternoon at 5 and he closed the fry and he closed on the time and all that. No, for real, it was at 5, and I didn't even listen. I was on Rose Island while he was closing down the beaches, and when I reached home, my daddy was like, "Oh, you can't have weekend flavor," and I was like, "What again?" But usually once when I have weekend flavor, I have to request permission from the commissioner of the police to have music and to sell alcohol on premises, stuff like that.
So do you have to do that like every weekend? When you have weekend flavor, you have to link him and be like, hey.
Yeah, every weekend. Well, what I do is I write the letter before, weekend flavors on Saturdays. So I write the letter Sunday night after the previous weekend flavor, and I'll submit it Monday, and then I'll have 2 weeks in between so that they could approve the letter or whatever. But so I figured crazy. Since they closed the beach and all of that, then that means I can't get a permit to have weekend flavors. So I just put out a notice today to say, well, sorry, we ain't having it. We closing without further notice, whatever. And I've been getting some feedback. Like I said today. So some people are like, why you having a weekend flavor? You could do curbside pickup.
That's what I'm saying, curbside pickup or something, you know what I mean?
You want to do curbside on some beers? Okay.
I know if the bars and thing open, but I feel it though. So, Ma, let's tell us one last, where could we find you? Where could we find weekend flavor? We want to look it up for ourselves, you know what I mean? Where could we find you? Just plug yourself in.
All right. So, like I said earlier, weekend flavor is located on Faith Avenue North. If you're familiar with Carmichael Road, is between the Corner Hotel and Variety Disposals. Or if you're familiar with Papa Sid's, I mean, I'm trying to plug Papa Sid's, but across the street from Papa Sid's, we are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Weekend Flavor, and it's spelled WEEKENDFLAVOR, because some people spell flavor with a U, but no, we spelling it different.
Yeah, different, man. Man, this has been a fun interview. I must say, this is one of my favorite interviews. Just talking. I guess I ain't speak to you in so long, man. But you've been locked in with your boy, DJ Roscoe, Washington Vision Radio. Me and my cousin, me and my friend, my homegirl, Khandii.
You are now tuned in.
You see me?
Like Club God say, throw that ass, poke it out. I ain't gay, but I let a bitch eat me out. Yeah, bad bitch, and my bitches too. Take all these niggas' money, what we finna do. Then leave. Get that bread, get that head, then leave. Bitch, then leave. Get that bread, get that head, then leave. Peace out.
Hey, Club Godzilla, I ain't tricking, I'm just dicking bitches down, head down. Pop that pussy to the ground. She a freak, hoe, I put her on the team. If you keep your pussy clean, then scream. No, I can't give a hoe nothing. If she got good head, I buy a Sonic slushy, but I can't give her no money. Ooh, throw it back like a pro bitch. Pop that pussy like a faux fifth. Get that bag, middle fingers up to a broke bitch.
Like Club God say, throw that ass, poke it out. I ain't gay, but I let a bitch eat me out. Yes, bad bitch, and my bitches too. Take all these niggas' money, what we finna do. Then leave. Get that bread, get that head, then leave. Then leave. Bitch, then leave. Get that bread, get that head, then leave. Peace out.
ass pussy. Make that pull out game weak. Yeah, you fucking with some wet ass pussy. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass pussy. Give me everything you got for this wet ass pussy. Beat it up, nigga, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I wanna ride. I do a giggle, what is inside? Spit in my mouth, look in my eyes. This pussy is wet, come take a dive. Tie me up like I'm surprised, that's roleplay. I wear disguise, I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make it cream, make me scream. Out in public, make a scene. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring.
Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me. Quick jump out for you, let it get inside of me. I tell them where to put it, never tell them where I'm about to be. I run down on them before I have a nigga running me. Talk your shit, bite your lip. Ask for a call while you ride that dick. You really ain't never got him fucking for a thing. He already made his mind up before he came. Now get your boots, hang your coat, fuck this wet ass pussy. He bought a phone just for pictures of this wet ass pussy. Pay my tuition just to kiss me on this wet ass pussy. Now make it rain if you wanna see some wet ass pussy.
Look, I need a hard hit, I need a deep stroke, I need a Henny drink, I need a weed smoke. Not a garden snake, I need a king cobra with a hook in it, hope it lean over. He got some money, then that's where I'm headed. Pussy A1, just like his credit. He got a beard when I'm tryna wet it. I let him test my hit that.
Yeah, sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now. Baby, I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down. Baby, we took a trip, now we on your block and it's like a ghost town. Baby, where did these niggas be at when they say they doing all this and all that? Tired of beefing you bums, you can't even pay me enough to react. Been waking up in the crib and sometimes I don't even know where I'm at. Please don't play that nigga songs in this party, I can't even listen to that. Anytime that I run into somebody, it must be a victory lap. Hey, shawty come sit on my lap. Hey, they saying Drizzy just snap. This in between us is not like a store, this isn't a closable gap. Hey, I see some niggas attack and don't end up making it back. I know that they at the crib going crazy down bad. What they had didn't last, damn baby. Sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now. Baby, I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down. Baby, we took a trip, now we on your block and it's like a ghost town. Baby, where did these niggas be at when they say they doing all this and all that?
I'm in the trenches, relax. Can you not pay that little boy in the club? Cause we do not listen to rest. We in Atlanta, I buy her wig, she telling me Tay is the best. Point at the nigga who act like a killer, but you only one from the net. I'm like the baby, I'm not just a rapper. You play with me, you gon' get stretched. Bring Drake to the hood, surround Drake around Drakes. Even though I got a case, I'ma do what it take.
And I never been embraced, and the money's hard to make, so I bet they on their face right now. I know that they at the crib going crazy down bad. What they had didn't last, damn baby. Sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now. Baby,
I shake your money maker, don't let that money maker. I shake that money maker, don't let that money make it. Oh, shake your money maker, don't let that money make it. I shake that money maker, don't let that money make it, baby. Yeah, I shake that money maker, don't let that money make it. You know I accommodate you, and I accommodate you. I make you come, I hate you. I know you're home lately. I turn your curly hair into that bone straightening. I make you moan, baby. It feel right, don't it? I know I'm wrong, baby. That pheromone fragrance, can't miss no car payments. I kiss her earlobe, like what you doing later. The Birkin alligator, them lames agitator. I'm talking natural beauty, no makeup applicator. She say I killed the pussy, I seen the affidavit. She blew my cap off, like I had graduated. The roof decapitated, the booth contaminated. Hey, check my face card, I bet it's laminated. My jewelry carbonated, my yard 100 acres. I like to nominate you, to roll my dice in Vegas. I shake your money maker, don't let that money maker. I shake that money maker, don't let that money make it. Oh, shake your money maker, don't let that money make it. I shake that money maker, don't let that money make it, baby.
down for so long, didn't have no choice but to go up. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Spending racks and image on my girl, watching her glow up. Rich, still in the neighborhood store eating cold cuts. Street, I'm in a Bentley doing donuts. Taught myself how to get millions, ain't nobody show us. From my young 50 boss, told him look, grow up. Uncle Vic told me stay down with this till it blow up. Smoking on some you not got walk in my soda. Used to sign for the packs, now I sign t-shirts and posters. Drop 500 racks to drop the top on that new roaster. Balenciaga the trip. First class, Dubai, take a trip. Spend a little bit, stack all the chips. Stack it up. I walk in my jail and go crazy. Can't get money with me, you too lazy. One thing I ain't never did was never ever let it play me. Hell nah. Sorry. I put it down in the city, now I'm up. I used to eat 100 P's just for lunch. I got recruiting other. Hustle hard, ain't no such thing as luck. Hold up, 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 hold up. We was down for so long, didn't have no choice but to go up. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Spending racks and image on my girl, watching her glow up. Rich, still in the neighborhood store eating cold cuts. Street, I'm in a Bentley doing donuts. Taught myself how to get millions, ain't nobody show us. From my young 50 boss,
I turn Sonic for money in the trap Monday.